If you think this video is ridiculous, check out the list of known issues published by the official Forza support page. It's a fucking shambles. This game is an utter train wreck.
Yeah, I don't think people really like this game, which is sad, because it seems like no one really likes racing games at the moment. We can talk about games like Need for Speed, Gran Turismo, or even the Dirt franchise, but with less originality and lesser new ideas, people aren't really enjoying these games anymore. But if we have a look at ROBLOX, we can see many racing games that are amazing, but people laugh at it because they don't know how to play it. So here's how to make your experience amazing. Now, originally I was going to talk about IAR again, but not only were people saying that it was bad, not only does it cost 1,000 Robux, but the car is literally floating. So what about the other Avenue Vanta Empire game, Ion Formula Racing? Well, they don't really update the game anymore, and the car handles bumps terribly. So this game, sadly, is a no-go. V8 Supercars then. It has a showroom with a load of cars, and a game with a load of cars. No, but seriously, whilst this is just a simple hot lap simulator, it's amazing fun to send the car through corners. And not only did Zastres put Bathurst in the game, but he added extra detail with the Mount Panorama sign, which is just amazing. It's so much fun to send it through the middle sector of Bathurst, the tight but fast chicanes and hairpins of Sandown, and the very tight and twisty surface Paradise. This game is fun. Even more fun so than watching Jim Richards get angry at the Bathurst crowd again.
You're a pack of assholes.
You can absolutely send this thing through corners, but don't push it too hard, because then you will crash, and it's not going to be great. And if that does happen, here's Engineer Zach for you.
Your lap has been invalidated. Please stay within the track limits.
Only question, why does the car sound like an airplane? This should be changed. Whilst the game is great and Zastres put a lot of attention in this game, it's still a simple hot lap simulator and it's not the greatest game. So when it comes to the best ROBLOX experience, you should pick a different game. It is still fun though, and I highly suggest you play this game, but it's not the best. Next game. Project Track Day is a weird one. Not only is it fun to drive in this game, but it is also visually spectacular and amazing to look at. It's one of the most popular row racing games of all time. For ROBLOX standards, this game is incredibly realistic, with loads of cars and tracks, and loads of people play it, and I would call this game the iRacing of ROBLOX. It's amazing to push these cars to the limit, but don't push it too hard, because otherwise you are going to ruin your lap spectacularly. The rear slides out so often, it's an amazing feeling to tame these beasts. You know what's also amazing? The car list, because there are a lot of them. From GT to Formula 2, from New York City to Monza. This game almost has it all. I mean, look at this car selection. Don't tell me you don't like it. But there is a catch. DevGem haven't updated their game in over a year. So, less and less people are playing this game, because it gets samey incredibly quickly. Why should we play the game if you haven't updated it in over a fucking year? I'm sorry, and I know this game is great, but if you're not updating it for a whole year, why should we play this? And obviously, if it hasn't been updated for a whole year, it is surely and clearly not the best row racing game. There might be games that have less cars and less tracks, but they are getting updated way more frequently than you guys. And whilst this game is great, it is not the best. So let's go searching for some other games. What about RFA then? Everyone seems to be loving this, and alongside F2 in addition, the Spa update, people are heavily anticipating this game. But I don't get it. Sure, it's a good game, but for me the handling feels very floaty and it feels more like an arcade game than anything else, and I don't really like it compared to Project Track Day or Project Apex. So, sadly, this is a no. Still a good game though. WRC Rally then. Just like the last couple games, it is a good game, but less people are interested in Rally than proper tarmac racing like Formula 1, so less people are going to be playing this game and less people are going to be interested. Not to say it's a bad game, it's just less people are interested in Rally overall. What about Drift Paradise? You can buy and sell cars and drift and crash cars. There's not much to it. I love this game and I have family members who love it even more than me. It's a very underrated game and I wish more row racing content creators would touch this topic because it's really interesting. But there's not much to it, so I'm going to have to give this a no. What about backstretch battles? So after all that, we're left with one game, Project Apex. Project Apex is the most played row racing game on Roblox and for many, the best row racing game on Roblox. And I agree, because yeah, it is amazing. Sure, we're getting Eye on Apex Racing in the future, but as it's not out yet, this title has to go to Project Apex, and I fully support that. But we've been talking about what the best game is, but what about what you play the games on? There is for mobile users touchpad, but it can be very laggy and is quite slow. There is the controller, which I use and I think is the best. A lot of row racing YouTubers use it, and I see why, as it's the easiest to get comfortable with and is very fast. There is also mouse, which is literally the driver controlling the car with his mouse and mouse only. Lots of esports and fast drivers use it like Dakar and Dynamonkey, and it is statistically the fastest controls to use on row racing, but it's very hard and I don't think it's the best. There is also keyboard, but I think everyone knows that it's terrible because the steering wheel can only go 90 degrees. But there is still one more thing. This is Andrew Vasquez. He's a YouTuber that primarily makes content on Gran Turismo and iRacing, and he decided one day to play Project Apex on a wheel. This video was a success with over 250,000 views, and it had even blown him away.
I didn't know that video would blow up that big, to be quite honest. Like, I was actually shocked that thing hit where it's at right now, so that's awesome. I'm just hoping that you guys enjoy the video because it's something that's a little out of my, I don't want to say my comfort zone, but it's just something that like I usually don't really post about, so I was just like, let's try it out, especially because Danielle has been like just urging me like every single like week. She's like, oh, let's play Roblox, let's play Roblox. So I gave it a try and I found an F1 game, so I was like, all right, let me try it out on the steering wheel. But that's crazy. I didn't realize that it was gonna blow up that big and that there'd be people talking about it.
The video blew up and everyone was talking about it because no one had ever done it before, apart from one person, and it's not who you expect. I think you all know who Fexalan is, but what you might not know is that he once made a video playing Ion on a G29 steering wheel. This is, to my knowledge, the first time someone has ever made a video playing row racing games on a wheel. But to answer the age-old question, is it better than a controller? No. play Project Apex on a controller.